Okay, so welcome back to Valhalla. We're in modern day with Layla, who again looks like some strung out meth addict. Um, but we're gonna not gonna quite start with everything in the open world here. We're going to actually go through all of this options. Layla's mail. Okay, disappearing for a while. Okay, nope. Sender unknown. You have a gift and a curse. Gift of old blood. The curse of not understanding it. We can help if you help us. Okay, so pretty much stating that Layla, like pretty much every other assassin we've run through, is gifted with Isu blood and it's having unforeseen side effects. Um, what you did is not your fault. You must take responsibility. Otherwise, nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Who the fuck is this? Oh, would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles? Okay, so I think I may, yeah, I read that a little bit backwards, but so again, they're saying that Layla she killed Victoria at the end of the Atlantis series, um, but it is mostly because the staff of Hermes Trismegistus kind of possessed her, she may have went a little crazy, so it's not good. Okay, we'll start at the bottom. Okay, from unknown sender L. One last message after which all communications via this account or others will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made this mistake. They knew the risks but were sloppy, left traces of their activities on everything, digital fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen with us. My colleagues tell me the initial meeting went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence of your new toy. But they know much better than most what it means to live with such a burden. I am curious to know more about this air of memories epitaph. It is not a phrase we hear in all. It is not a phrase we have heard in all our decades of research. So, new issue. A few weeks' time, we will contact you once more. If you are interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you are not, or break any protocol, you will not hear from us again. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines becoming more and more frequent. Okay, so again, we did something. The Isu created a device to strengthen the Earth's magnetic field. Now, doing the Earth's magnetic field is generated by the solid sphere of iron and nickel at the core of the planet, and then the molten shell around that. And those they spin in sequence with each other because of the Earth's rotation. The gravitational pull makes it spin. So that's what generates the electromagnetic field around the Earth. If the Isu device did something to interfere with that and I guess make it stronger, make that rotation faster at the core, I can see that having widespread repercussions to force the tectonic plates on the outer shell of the Earth, what we live on, to move a little faster, be shifting fat. I mean, continents are meant to move at millimeters a year. Um, Millimeters, centimeters. Like you, it's not noticeable unless you live in California and the house is coming down. Um, so if we have done something to affect the Earth's core, earthquakes is a big problem because that means tectonic instability and could result in some massive changes into the face of the Earth, like your continents not longer being. California suddenly goes up to where Alaska is. The Mediterranean could just go bye bye because that's actually what's happening right now. Is Africa and Europe are actually getting closer in the Mediterranean in a couple thousand, 100,000, couple million years. Will actually no longer be a thing. Um, the Pacific is technically shrinking right now because the old crust over on the southeast side is going down and it's pulling Asia actually closer to America. Um, and then famines are, lots of dead people. Credible reports of new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. The Rona. Why? Why? Okay, so that's another thing. There's a lot of plagues that come out of Asia, particularly China. The swine flu, bird flu. The latest one is the corona. Um, there's a couple of ancient plagues that I can't immediately think of that have also, again, originated in Southeast Asia. What is wrong with that part of the world? Living through a Eastian nightmare, mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. There's hope, there's a cure. Us. Who the hell is us? In the past few months, we have come across something that may solve our most pressing problems. A message, a very promising message that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you best of luck. Layla's reply, I'm ready. Unknown sender, good. Disappearing for a while. Okay. To Rami. Probably father or... It's definitely a familial relation. Forget the short email I wanted to call, but I'm not using phone right now. Time is limited. Still recovering from my trip. Things had gotten out of hand. Nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for Abstergo. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. Long story. Wouldn't bother you with the details. Wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I'm with now can't explain, not over email. They've shown me things, given me opportunities, opened my eyes to a broader view. But not without cost. In fact, I fucked up last year. Bad. More than once, and need to make it right. Again, wherever Layla goes, people seem to die, and usually people very close to her. She had a friend die on her when she was in Egypt, running for Bayek and Amunet. She just had, Victoria die on the Greece-Atlantis trip. People close to this poor woman seem to just keep dying. I know it all sounds cryptic, but I'm not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's because I need to be. Don't need data sniffers picking up keywords that might cause alarm. Do I sound paranoid? Yeah. Point is, don't worry about me. A couple friends who I can trust. Ben, this is a lot longer than I have. Going to see me through this. This time next year, things will be better. Skies will be clear. Earthquakes stopped. Celebrate Ramadan together. It'd be like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them and doing fine. Okay. So, Rami must be a brother. And now this is actually kind of... So, I've had for the longest time, like the suspicion that Layla is of Middle Eastern descent. Probably Egyptian, if not Iraqi, Peki. One of those stands that America usually tends to be at war with. So this kind of cements it that she is from some Middle Eastern country, and with the mention of Ramadan, she is Islamic. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care. It's honestly, it's kind of cool to see a different character background for once, other than just white person. Oh, I did not actually finish the top half of that email. Okay, brother's response. Don't like the sound of this. I don't like where it's leading. Not using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number. I suggest you call it. No, I won't say hello to our parents for you because that would bury me in questions I cannot answer. To tell father you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. It's all he ever talks about. How his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. He'll not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? God damn, Ubisoft. I love your attention to real world detail. Oh, is it the COVID? Is it the Rona killing us all? Is that you're being cagey? Something else? Call me. Stop this insane game of hide and seek. Haha. I don't have COVID. I'm well isolated. Just three of us traveling together, staying out of sight. Thanks for cleaning up such a profound detail. Okay. This is funny. Okay. English locale. Okay. Trace through England. Rebecca is still alive. Or at least we're mentioning her. She's got to be alive. We yet to see her in real world, but I'm really hoping she's still kicking. Um. Okay, so Assassin's Bureau, Hidden Ones, more accurately, given the time we're operating. Roman Britain. Okay, so this is back. Okay, so operated in Roman Britain between years 100 and 430 BCE. Not currently left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain. Imagine their leaving has something to do with the empire's retreat. Mission accomplished their loss of faith. Not sure, but we do know that several hundred years before the Hidden One's return, maybe Basim and Hytham are the first in half a century. Um, okay, so BCE. The BC and ADE, like, I'm not entirely sure because the way this is now written, that my timeline is wonky. I don't know where it sits anymore because the um, origin sets is set at like 73 BC. It's just before the birth of Christ. Um, so stating that assassins are there between 104. Okay, so the way that's written, it also makes it seem so after Christ. So I guess I'm gonna ignore the BCE. Just say, so between, so yeah, they showed up when Britain was still part of the initial Roman Empire, prior to becoming the Holy Roman Empire, because that wasn't until later when Constantine moved the capital to Constantinople, Istanbul, Turkey, and adopted the Catholic faith as the official faith of the Roman Empire. So, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, the assassins pretty much put a bureau in major regions of the known world because Rome conquered quite a bit of Europe. From our own archives, 6 main bureaus operating the Roman period: Leicestershire, London, Worcester. I can't do Old English names either. York, Essex, and Gloucestershire. Won't be Saxon names, so you have to read between the lines. Animus anomalies. These are always fun. Bex noticed these about 10 embedded in the simulation. They are dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Eivor's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what to do if you get too close. May be harmless. May induce optical shock or wipe your. Okay, so I can just fry my brain. That'll be fun. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. If you're curious, well, I warned you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know of any Isu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there. And this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them, so keep your eyes peeled. Especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Isu site? Okay, so we'll be definitely looking for Hammer of Thor. Sigurd, like, not, Sigmund? It's like Sigmund or Sigurd. I put the book away. Um, a legendary sword used by one of them. That pulled it from a tree, I think, gifted by Odin. So yeah, a couple of swords, Hammer of Thor. And I think they're Odin's staff. Definitely a couple Isu stuff, and I'm sure we'll find an apple or two. Session report. Operator Rebecca Crane. So yeah, Sean Hastings. Oh, and William Miles is still kicking. Okay, so he's Desmond's dad, and now I think is de facto grand mentor of the Assassin's Brotherhood. those who remain. Transformation of the Order of Ancients into the Templar we know today has always been a subject of considerable debate. Operated with the assumption that Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has made it into our hands. What little data we do have is a matter of public record, with some exceptions. Commonly understood that origins of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, Crusades. Appearance of the public face of the Templars. Records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, Assassin's Contract from Normandy in 11th century. So Normandy is northern shore of France. Author makes free use of the term Templar. Earlier letter, this time from a hidden one, the region of modern-day Dorset. No idea where that is. Circa 978 CE, mentions of Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this we can safely assume that the Templar Order as an entity distinct from the Order of Ancients exists at some point in the mid-10th century. Aim is to expand on our understanding of this dark age. One of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use. Sorry. John Hastings has begun the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th, 14. Of course of 3 weeks, various material patrilineal lines to the past focused on 9th, 10th, and 11th century. Search of assassins or Templars in his bloodline, found none. Some interesting personage. Elric Thorvaldsson, 9th century Jute who sailed north from modern day Denmark. Bearing a carving marked the location of Thor's hammer. Haha, Mjolnir, I'm coming for you. Made as far as Stavanger before running afoul of a powerful clan there. Defeated in battle, enthralled as a slave, escaped captivity, returned to Jutland to marry and settled down. Location of map is unknown. Existence of Thor Hammer's precursor relic no doubt remains unconfirmed. Elric's ancestors later sailed to England following the Norman conquest of the island, settling in what is called Loughborough, modern day Leicestershire. Already a man named Hastings would contain the irony that a man named Hastings would contain no useful genetic memory regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066 was not lost on our dear subject. He remained his usual chipper wit and asked if he might next relive the genetic memory of his grandfather to, quote, give a Nazi a proper bollocking. Hey! That's one of the things that a lot of people like asked from Ubisoft was like, hey, can we get a like World War I or World War II Assassin's Creed game? And I think they've pretty well said no, mostly due to the fact that that area of time is already pretty well cornered by FPS gaming, like Treyarch, Activision, the entire Modern Warfare, not Modern Warfare, Call of Duty game franchise, and Battlefront have just kind of done all that. So there's no actual gameplay, but if you look at like the pieces of Eden, no, the glyph puzzles from my Assassin's Creed 2 run through, there's a lot of later pieces point to Assassin Templar machinations going on in the background of World War II. Oh, this was actually a thing in the news recently. Ubisoft Canada, their Montreal office actually had a someone for whatever reason called 911 stating there was a hostage situation there, and they had to like evacuate everyone from the facility while the cops kind of like did their SWAT raid shit. Turns out there was no hostage situation. It was like a prank 911 call, and they're investigating right now. But I had that on my Twitter, like, oh, that's weird. As I'm starting to play Valhalla, the world is weird. All right, strange message.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from a
Okay, so Norse gravesite in New England, USA. Okay. So again, the Norse made their way to what is the New England region of the United States. Yeah, it was Leif Erikson, and they called it Vinland, apparently. Message was broadcast for 9 days. Weird.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total brat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway. So, turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Okay. So yeah. Desmond had some major issues with the bleeding effect when he went into the Animus, and you actually had to. That was the key part from Revelations. You didn't have a modern world exit from the Animus. You were continuously stuck in a hub, a systematically generated hub, where you ended up having to parse out. You had to physically separate Desmond's his ancestral memories from Altair and Ezio from who he actually was in the modern day, and that was a trip. All right, Desmond, what words of wisdom do you have for us?
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
19th,
Sure,
2012.
come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. A stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's
Making
just
fun
going
of the
through
Catholics
motions.
again.
It makes people feel like like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure, it didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but we'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Oh, okay, that was cute. It was a little long, but it was cute. And I liked it. He touches on a lot of good points that I feel like people have kind of forgotten. People don't like to think for themselves. They like to be told what to do and be sheep. People have lost that ability to think for themselves. They just go with the flow, path of least resistance, and it kind of touches on the whole how in this universe humanity was genetically designed to be a slave species. We were to serve our masters, do as told, and not go against the flow to fight back. We were servants. Do not can't think of the word. Become malcontent, something like that. Disruptive to society as a whole. Serve your master. Don't revolt. Go sit in your corner and do as you're told.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig.
No,
Yes.
my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did
Audio's
have one
not.
extended hallucination a few
The
days ago.
subtitles are not keeping up
It
with
was
the
Ezio.
audio right now. A little
He
annoying.
was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors.
Edward Kenway.
Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh, we'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more.
Closest thing we could
Is it
come to
possible
being
that if I
immortal
do this
or
for
having
too long,
extended
Will
lifetimes.
push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have E-suit DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
and I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah, it has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me, teases me, drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy.
Temptation incarnate, as
Nothing is worth the damage I did.
Al-Mu'amin.
The pain I caused.
Al-Mu'alim
I know.
said.
But you're special.
Temptation given
That's the
physical
point.
form.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Okay. Again, this is I make a bad habit. I make a lot of bad habits of this is just an info dump, I guess, at the very beginning of an episode again. But I want to. Okay. I guess we're not gonna go through those. Yeah, I think that's enough for the moment. Yeah, again, looks like a drug addict. Let's do some of this. We can maybe come back to that. Hopefully, they made it less available for you to just jump in and out of the Animus like you could do before. I know in Odyssey at the not Odyssey, Origins. At the Origins at the very least, there was always an option you could just exit Animus whenever you wanted. So, hopefully we'll have another option relatively soon to jump out of the Animus, pick up the rest of those memory files. We've already been at this for half an hour, so I figured time to kick it on again. And this is a Norse gravesite.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
That is actually A4. Okay. That clears some things up, because that's what they did with Cassandra in the last one, where I don't know if they didn't actually find her body, because Cassandra, thanks to the staff, managed to live to modern day to hand it off to Layla, and then she disintegrated into dust. They found her Spear of Leonidas, which had apparently lost all of its power. It had been buried with Herodotus and his ancient book of ancient Greece. But her DNA was still on the the handle, encrusted in the leather and all of that. So they were able to parse out enough of her genetic material from that blade prior to her have handing it off to Herodotus and him being buried with it to gain all of her genetic memories necessary to run Odyssey. So let's head back to the cabin. See if we can talk to Sean at all. It's so pretty. Oh, there's a wind farm out there. This is I would love to have a place like this out in the middle of the boonies. It's nice, it's quiet. I could do with the without the red sky of death. Yeah, I would love to have a place like this. A little campfire, a lot of just open space. There would be a gun range, very large gun range somewhere out on this. Oh my gosh, this is very pretty. Ooh, we have a little. I'm going to explore my property here for the moment. Another lovely little, balcony.
It's beautiful. But it's not normal.
You look like hammered shit, woman. Get some actual sleep. Alright. I love the stereotypical, you know, white plastic lawn chairs.
Would
Game
love to
of
play
poker.
around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Can we go inside? Can't magically go in through that door. Why can't you just go in through the door, Layla? Ah, we're getting caught on. One thing I don't like is how easily I tend to get caught on stuff. Rebecca has to. Oh, I was going to
Mint
interact with the world,
tea
but
is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really
nice
just
beard you
dirty,
got going
minty
there, buddy.
water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
I love the interaction
Hey,
between these
sorry
two.
about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me
They
a sec
changed,
and you can jump back in.
I think they changed all three of their character models a little bit. Because Rebecca had a much more like punk rock kind of aesthetic to her
Another
in
satellite
the initial
from there.
games,
Did you see?
but
I
they
did.
seem to have changed it.
One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I like this little log cabin feeling. So, okay, yeah, we have a lot of little things we can interact with, so let's explore a little more.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
Yeah, and Sean's, he looks a lot thinner, honestly. I guess that's what happens when you're on the run all the time. And then,
Sean has been busy.
audio fragment sent from unknown location. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just quick deposit. Cryptic sound file. Signal was a code right where we are. And we found, yeah, and we struck gold. They found Eivor's body. His gravesite, Norse warrior date, 9th century, early 10th. A few centuries before the earliest known settlements. Big news if we have it right. How'd they get here and why?
Hello, Layla.
He's looking a lot more like Desmond
Sean,
Desmond,
what do you make
William
of the
Miles.
grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
His dry humor.
The mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals. A passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
And make you go murder, murder, stab, stab.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still.
At the
you
end
want to
of
work
Assassin's
get
Creed,
to the bottom of
Brotherhood.
why the world is about to end for the second
I think it's
time in
Brotherhood.
8
Yeah.
years. Then you wear that thing until we say otherwise.
Desmond goes
William's
and stabby
orders.
stabs
I
Lucy.
know.
So yeah,
It's not a
and that
problem.
was he was
just a
under the
few
full control of the
warnings, yeah?
apple, which I think is also one of the
until
reasons
we
why
figure
he
this
just goes off the deep end. They have to shove
You're
him to
right.
the Animus to stabilize
I
his
know
memory
you're right.
sequences in Revelations. And I just missed a lot of dialogue, but hey.
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that.
Oh, I like this quaint. I could do without the reddish light of death, but it is a
Sean,
quaint little
don't forget to
cabin.
water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
Again, I like his dry, witty humor.
That's quite nice. Soothing.
Pretty sure I've climbed that castle, or I will eventually. Let's look at our
have a
laptop
look.
again. Okay, so yeah, this is just all of our stuff. Pull back out. Staff
I
of
went
Death.
through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
Yeah, no, literal hell. We went to Hades. We went to the Greek underworld to get that damn staff. No, thank you. There we
Feeling
go.
okay?
Do I look like
Better.
I'm okay?
But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Like all
Could
the
it be
little
the
tool
staff?
pouches she had,
Interfering somehow?
Rebecca has on her
How do
belt
you
line.
mean?
It's very
My
much
headaches, my temper.
tactical line gear.
They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
Okay. I think we've... Oh, one more thing.
Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Yeah, don't know how long that's gonna be. Alright. Once more into the breach. I've stalled long enough. Time to, go do some shit.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead.
Not
Layla,
supposed to be doing
you
that.
okay?
No. No, we are not
Sorry.
okay.
Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can go
No,
and...
I want to hear it.
Okay. Okay. Calm down.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... That message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
So that's gotta be an
Unsettling, that
Isu.
is.
So we found the wolf kissed.
That
So now we
pulse
need to
in the
find...
message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing
found the wolf
else?
kissed, so now we need to find the
Nothing I
mad
can
one.
find.
And the third unknown character.
Okay, I'm ready.
I have no idea who the mad one is.
Here we go.
And I have no idea who this third guy is, who I'm figuring is an Isu. Some kind of Isu, or at least someone with a high knowledge or DNA content of Isu blood. Or it's a sage, and who's basically the reincarnation of, I think it's Ada? The little bastard who we had to kill in the last one. Not kill. We killed his experiment. The man's insane. But I don't know if we're going to run into a sage. We'll probably run into somebody who's got some Isu knowledge. But, yeah, beware of enemy perilous attacks denoted by red rune. Cannot be blocked or parried, must be dodged. Yeah, those are fun. Look at me. Look at my glory. He's got such a sad look on his face all the time. Oh, and welcome to Mother England. All this is doing. I did not realize this finished. Yeah, I was busy compiling a video while this was being recorded. Yes, 873 CE, England.
Our new home. Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. I will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified.
There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary.
Yeah, the British hate us.
Dig in your oars, all standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes. I'm
Swan
ready
rode
for
home.
whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Fairy folk.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there. Is that what passes for a town?
That's a
Laying
castle.
brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
The cross symbolizes the sacrifice Jesus made for us. Okay, bugger off.
The hammer. Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
So when the Norse initially, I keep calling them Nords because Skyrim. When the Norse initially came to England, the boats they had,
Look there.
kind
What
of
are they doing?
intimidated the English because they're being baptized.
Really so unfamiliar to you.
Not at all. I simply forgot. Someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We can
At least
storm
they're
this fort
nice.
with ease.
They're
Second,
kind of
breaking us
a little bit
apart.
willing to deal with the differences in religions between, the Christians. Like, hey, they're Catholics. Yeah, look what they're doing. Let them have their fun.
Up jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
But the British weren't familiar with ships that could both sail the sea and go up small rivers. They had boats dedicated to either one or the other. The long ships were this weird innovation that allowed it to do both. They had a deep enough keel that they could go out in deep water, but they could also go up shallow rivers.
Well, there must be a way to release it somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad.
Okay.
You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea.
Okay, we gotta get past
Send out the
a
arrow and
gate.
keep your sharpest axe
Some
at hand,
kind.
huh?
Something like that.
Okay, release the naval chain. Pull up my cloak. Yeah, but no, this is actually I kind of like this. This is something that I think the Catholics have kind of forgotten. It's be tolerant of other religions. The Norse, they didn't force their religion on people. They're like, oh, you worship that god? Okay, cool. We're gonna make fun of you for it, but
Vigilant.
we're not gonna force ours on you. And then, oh, hello, sir. Sorry, but you're probably gonna have to die. But then the Catholics are for the longest time, they were very, you either submit to our God or you die. Where Jesus taught, go out, preach my word. If they accept it, awesome. If not, shake the dust from your sandals and then oop. And if they don't take it, if they don't want to listen to my word, then shake the dust from your sandals and keep on. Okay. Healed a little. Ow. How do you know where I am?
look soon at
Turn this to a shadow.
I won't nod off.
Shrub low.
Into the bush we go.
Oh, preserve me. What's that about?
Come here. This is what should have
Oh,
happened.
look, damn it.
Lots of various murder. Just straight assassinations. And not the cluster that this was. Oh, there's still a couple guys. Hi. Okay, so there's a gold chest in here. Oh. After conducting several trials, we found naval holdings hold against even the most durable
This chain is
Danish.
huge, and poorly anchored it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
I want to finish reading. Mechanism remains intact. Several more blockades will be constructed to the coming months. Best defense against forthcoming incursions. Imperative these blockades be maintained and kept operational at all times. Yeah. So again, the Norse were very much, oh, those must, they're outside what I need to damage. Yeah, they did just straight up come to England. We're going to come, pillage, steal your shit, and make this our own new kingdom. It was very conquer-esque, but at the same time, they kind of can't reach. They were like, we're not going to be evil. We're just we're not going to be completely evil. We're just going to make ourselves some new kingdoms.
We should be closed now, barring any more surprises.
Like they keep saying, we want to make a new kingdoms for ourselves, new home territories. So they keep saying pacified. They've pacified the other three kingdoms out of the four.
Time work, people.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd. To get something
That is
on
a
the
very
spit.
bright, blinding
If
sun.
Halfdan, Ubba, and Eivor Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
And
What do you got against the church that you gotta go and pillage them all the time?
I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone
It was
tells
the Great
story of
Britain, the
conquest
Great
and
Northern
blood.
Wall, where
And now they are
Britain,
rubble and ash.
the
Ready to
Roman
be
Brits
remade.
managed to make it like up to nearly Scotland, and then they couldn't make it any further because the Scots and the Pikes were like, hey, we're a bunch of Celtic warriors. We don't like you little fuckers running around in our country. Roman, piss off. And yeah, they could not. They were considered, you know, savage, uncultured, uncivilized savages, people who would not bow to the Roman crown.
There's too little movement
And
for an army.
the Romans, their legionnaires could not beat them. I think there's a movie, it's like the Lost Eagle or something like that. I think it's got Russell Crowe in it. Where it's about the Roman legionnaires who have to go back to northern Britain and reclaim their legionnaire eagle that was lost. And reclaim it from the Pikes.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go.
Apparently we do not have, there's some unfriendly friends here.
And if they oppose,
Yeah, the Romans themselves could not breach the northern part of the British Isles. They had to actually build like a miniature version of the Great Wall of China to keep the northern pikes from invading south.
English, no doubt.
Doc, Eivor, on me.
And here we go to meet the locals. That was weird. So I kept waiting for it to give me access back to my character, and it would not. Now cutscene. Okay. It's a nice helmet you got there. Oh, bandit.
Filthy Danes befouling our riverways.
God, you speak with a horrible accent.
Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckerout, and draw your weapon.
Do not threaten the Nord. Do not threaten the Norse with battle. You have slingshots. You threw sand in my eye, you asshole. Do not threaten a Norse Viking with battle. We look forward to it. Oh, come here, you little pike. Ow. Oh. Murder. I don't fully like how they run the combat mechanic in this. It pulls the camera angle way out so that you can't yeah, it pulls the camera angle way out so you can't specifically focus on your character. It gives it it does give it a better view of the overall how widespread the battle is, but it doesn't let me focus as much on on Eivor as much as I'd like. So it makes the combat a lot more chaotic, and I can't always. Oh, he just fell and died, little bitch. I can't always make good dodge decisions. Oh shit! Threw more sand in my eyes. Okay, last shitheads are down here at the docks. Run! Oh. There we go. Locking target actually really helps. Oh, you just tried to throw... Ow.
Don't make me angry.
Don't make me angry. Because I murder.
All of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
Scavengers may be hiding in the remains of the longhouse. Okay. Yeah, so this is supposed to be a Ragnar Sun encampment, and the Ragnars are not here. Silver. Yeah, silver was more plentiful in this area than gold, which is why silver is the coin of currency. Oh, my neck. That's just untasteful.
Wait. Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd,
Nope.
Jack, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You look English.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold
He's
in
English.
those findings. I like your spirit.
The woman
We are very
is
agreeable people, I promise.
either
You need not kill
Native
us.
Native American or
no need
Asian.
or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them.
This is definitely interesting.
You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
How about here? We'll take you.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
He just likes to kill people, whore, and
Jarli,
wench.
Rowan,
And pillage.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you.
Again, they're not as evil as everyone makes them out to
From
be.
strangers into friends, into family.
That's a war horn.
The others have arrived. Come.
I'm having fun.
I have a good feeling about this place.
It's lush and green. We can build a kingdom here.
Family, friends, welcome to your new home.
Someone get that gaudy ornament off my door. Messia. Patch the hole in the roof. It's a quaint little place we have.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
All right.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia,
Northumbria,
East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build. Expand.
Here comes the
Agreed.
kingdom building bit I
We should
love.
begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to
Whether
or
they
not.
wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work, my dear.
Travel
What
overseas to
else
different
have you
countries,
found?
use the atlas
Short
available
notes
through the
mostly.
world map.
Scraps of plans, old letters, a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
Cool. Very satisfying thunk 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 on the wood floor. And here I sit. Look at me, king of all of I see. He's eating the bread. I like this. Okay, so yeah, once again, it's... Ooh. I can raid this location. Mercier, East Anglia, Wessex. And so yeah, yeah, these are areas I can go into. Not there, because it's showing low power. I can actually fight there and kind of hold my own. Northumbria would be death. Let's go to Atlas, England, Norway. It won't just let me open it. Okay, fine. Let's look at my inventory, see what new shit I have. I have a, okay, so the minor antidote rune, and then a bunch of trade ingots. A bucket, a flower. I got a clover! I got a 4-leaf clover. I got a couple of 4-leaf clovers. Okay. Skills. What new skills can I claim? What's this? Way of the Bear. Melee. Melee resistance. Yeah, it's stealth damage. Got 1 point left. Backstab. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Yes, we are getting that. Silver Codex. Database. Mercia. Kingdom of Mercia, situated in England's Midlands, reaches the height of power and prestige under King Ulfa. Province that lasted for close to 300 years. During that time, it was a center of trade and industry until Danish incursions left it in ruins. Well, that's unfortunate. Raven Clan settlement built from ruins of an abandoned winter camp once occupied by the Great Heathen Army. So that's what they're calling us. Kind of like how the South calls it the War of Northern Oppression. It's now the permanent home of Raven Clan. It's where you may find Vadi's Alliance Table, Gunnar's Forge, Yolani's Shop, Roland's Stable, and other useful services. Factions. The Saxons. Originating from the coast of what is now northern Germany, Saxons invaded and settled Britannia at some point in the 5th century CE, replacing the outgoing Roman Empire as the island's occupying force. Thereafter they spread east to form Essex, south to form Sussex, west to form Wessex, and north to form Middlesex. Okay, really creative on the naming. It's laid the foundation for what would become the 7 kings of the Heptarchy. Seen today as the archetypal Christians, Saxon only adopted Christianity in the 7th century by way of the Jutes, another Germanic tribe who had been previously converted. So yeah, it's like we're all pagans until Jesus comes. Militia. Militia fight dirty, throw mud and dirt to blind, hammer away with makeshift clubs and crude sea axes. Stay aggressive, mash your way out when grabbed, stay on your toes. Gang up against their strongest opponent first, and happily to take cheap shots. Slingers. Out of their element on the battlefield, hapless souls are unless annoyingly accurate with an old slingshot. Have no training to fight. Rid yourself of annoyance as soon as possible. Block, then shoot. Back is vulnerable. And Cyril, basic Saxon warrior, not threatening, but as a group become a problem. Opportunistic on battlefield, pick up weapons from fallen foes. Change tactics based on weapon, use heavy strike to destroy shield, prevent from acquiring new ones. Awesome. Okay, so what is my current quest? Settle down. Talk to Gunner. Okay, so I can just leave the Animus whenever I want. This makes me happy, because you really couldn't do that in Odyssey. You were it's either you're in the Animus playing as either Cassandra or I can't remember what Cassandra or Deimos, because I can't remember what his actual name is if you pick him, the male character, as the main. Yeah, you were either in the Animus or you were pulled out for very specific story elements. That was it. You had no other choices. Here, I can pull out when I want. I can also go to my main menu when necessary. Okay. Time to leave.
Not a bad place, Eivor. Not at all. Can I help you with anything?
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Ah, you mean to go a Viking then? Good, good. How I miss those days. Ransacking and pillaging. Blade singing and shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you are the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place is here.
You can tell he's a little bit disappointed.
Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Yes. Bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map with you, and put it to better use than they did.
New intel. Raid. Wessex. The White Cliffs of Dover are somewhere along here. So yeah, I didn't quite realize England was as riverous as this map shows. Okay, yeah, this is really cool. Death. So let's go here for our first viewpoint, which is 515 meters away. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, oh look, yeah, this is what I meant. You can take pictures. And there I think I just lost connection to the Ubisoft servers again, because that's why it took them away. Interact. Blacksmith. Ha!
We lack the needed supplies to build Gunner's forge. I should gather the crew and go raiding.
I like the inner monologues they have now. Take command of my longship. Monastery raids. Raiding heavily guarded locations is the best way to find wealth chests containing supplies and raw material. Both are needed to construct buildings at the settlement. The raid is done when all nearby wealth chests have been looted.
And listen all. For the good of our clan, it is time we go a-Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build. At last! We will crack these Christian monasteries like a row of hen's eggs!
The Saxons know we are here, Don. The monasteries will be well guarded.
Ah, by nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
Can't raise the sail here.
I wanted to follow river. There we go. So follow river to there. Go to my map marker.
Run up the sail!
Sing me a song of your people. Swedish pagans marching ashore, forged in Valhalla by the hammer of Thor. I'm looking for a soda. Out from Asgard, a Viking ship sails, never to turn back again. Out of the way, you bloody peasants! You're hogging up the riverway! Out from Asgard.
Hold on, Gustav.
Raid! Sound the war horn! Which means this is a really bad time for me to be trying to take Tylenol.
All ashore! Take what you can and be swift about it. Or we slay every last man and take all the time we need.
Should we be so lucky?
I need raiding material. Distrust area. Yeah, no shit.
Find what they hide and take it. And kill those guards! Watching to the spots!
Ow! Oh, come on. If you're not gonna stand and fight, I will beat you to your death. Okay, so yes, you can block with two-hand weapons. It just, ow, once again requires use of, LB. Thank you. Heavy hit to break blocks. Dead. Oh. Oh. Well, you just had your life ended. Odin's sight. There, that found me some shit. Yeah, I ran away from the group and now I'm dead. Serves me right. I'm a cocky little bastard and it gets me killed. Okay, yeah, death blow. So that's what it is. It's a defense bar that sits above their health bar. Difficulty indicator. Dual wield. Yeah, Mjolnir? Excalibur. Huh.
Only say the word.
The little peasants run for their lives.
Should we be so lucky?
Find what they hide and take it. And kill those guards! State your welcome.
Almost could stomp him. Oh. Ow! So I tried to parry there, but again, I don't have the timing quite down. Oh, you're in my way, sir. Break block. Block. You and your stupid spear. Ow! Oh! That's a little gruesome for YouTube. Yes, in your church now.
Come, help me with this.
Nice casket here.
That's all we need for Gunnar. If there's more, we should claim it.
That's all we need, but aha, there's more. There's always more. Village. Come on, you little shit. Ow. Dead. Okay, there's a thing in here. Oh, hello.
Keep up, you shit!
Yeoman. Nope. Oh. Dodge. A little too far. But. There we go. Ow. Hit him in the back. Ah. There we go. Stun attack. Oh. Ooh, run you through with your own sword. I need food. Badly. Some really nice battle music going on. Oh, the church is on fire. Force open.
Help me out over here!
You out!
Oh.
Keep the dog chasing its tail.
Here we go. I really need some health right now. Rampage. Complete your first raid in England. Completed the monastery.
Let's get out of here.
Time to run, I guess. Return to the boat. Oh. My adrenaline is full. Okay. That must be the stamina bar, I guess. But that's not what I need right now. I need some health. I need the sweet lifeblood. It won't give it to me. There's my boat.
This was a good day and some fine work from all of you. We should return home and unload everything.
Are you certain there aren't a few more gold nuggets squirreled away somewhere?
My gut tells me.
Nope. There we go. Oh, nope.
So, Eivor,
Cinematic counter.
what's your count?
My count? Dag, I've no need to count my kills. They number too many.
Likely story, Wolf-Kissed. Me, I killed
26, I think.
Nah, there were barely a dozen when we arrived, dog.
No, you missed them. They attacked from the forest.
I really like the cinematic river stuff. Like, and this is good. It's like we're gonna be on a boat. This is how you travel. You know, cinematic camera, so you can explore the English countryside. I don't like it when a app pulls up the memory when I don't menus when I don't want it to. Yep. But there's fishies. Oh. Alright, Gunner, I brought you your shit.
Back so soon. And with good news, I hope.
I think we have...
Build. No, I got the dialogue short there, but hey. I like their achievement screens. I can upgrade this 6 times. Like the whole encampment.
Ah, this is wonderful, Eivor. A forge bigger and hotter than my old forge back in Fornburg. Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
Tired and I don't
will,
know why.
Have no doubt.
Oh. Building the settlement. Gain access to unique services, sellers, quests, and more by constructing buildings in Ravensthorpe. To construct a new building, approach a sign posted with sufficient supplies and raw materials. As it grows, it will gain renown and unlock new buildings. Call Raven to see all services that are built or available to be constructed. Awesome. I actually kind of want to see if he has anything more to say. Or if I can actually get something upgraded. Let's ask him how he's doing.
What is it you do here again?
If you need weapons and armor enhanced or adorned, that's what I'm here for.
Okay. That wasn't exactly what I was hoping, but...
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Currently equipped. Can enhance... That's what I have. Alright, lack the materials necessary. I can upgrade my cloak. But I think I'd rather upgrade my... Yeah, let's upgrade the chest, my chest armor. Looks nicer too. Okay, so now we can put a rune slot in there.
Ready for battle.
Gotta go.
I must take my leave. So long.
May they sing of your deeds and my
craftsmanship. Okay. I can upgrade. Let's look at my runes. Stealth damage. Ooh, Rune of Life. Putting that sucker in there. Details. Okay. Alright, it says I can upgrade. Okay. I did, but it doesn't really tell me what it absorbs when I upgrade them. Yeah, these do. Stats. Oh look. All my stats. Suddenly it's an RPG. Hide gear. Show gear. Okay. It's not really telling me what I want, which is like what each item needs to be upgraded, so. Okay. So. Kind of like looking for bushes that will provide me with food. I'm not. It's not giving me an option to talk to... There we go.
Hytham, now that you and Basim are settled, what will you do?
We have work to do. Starting in the cities of England. London, Jorvik, Winchester. All three are infested by members of the same order to which Kjotve belonged. But their reach extends much further than this. Of all the lands on Earth, I believe England is the most overrun.
Do they cause here the
That's a
same
problem.
turmoil Kjotve caused in Norway?
Not just turmoil. They spread a plague of delusion, teaching men and women to abase and abuse themselves in exchange for power.
You have strong feelings about this.
Of course. This is the sole purpose of the Hidden Ones, to liberate the body and spirit of man from any unnatural shackles. But we have not operated in England for over 4 centuries. Since the fall of the Roman Empire, the Hidden Ones have not had a presence here. This absence has given the Order of the Ancients ample room to grow and thrive. Our task will not be an easy one, but with a bureau, Basim and I could begin our work. If you have the time and spare resources to build one, we would be most grateful.
I will see what I can do.
Hello, Eivor.
Hello. It's like a woman's voice, and I don't know where the woman is. I have just enough to build them one right now. However, I don't think I'm going to. So, the Hidden Ones tend to attract people who want power, who are greedy for power. Oh, God, berries. Thank the Heavenly Lord. Yeah, they attract people who are drawn to power, usually end up being corrupt, power abusive. People who, again, they want to use the power they have, the machinations they have at their hands to rule the world, and that usually doesn't end well for a lot of the people around them. Dialogue options.
In the longhouse, I feel like a jarl.
My back hurts.
Can you remind me what you do here?
If you need something tattooed, you come here and I do it. And you can bring me whatever designs you come upon too. But of course, no shop, no tattoos. Build something for us when you can, and then we'll get working.
Okay.
I will see you later, friend.
So
Okay.
long.
Spend.
My back hurts. Standing here
There's
all
the
day.
bard. I don't want to deal with
We
the bard
need a
at the
place to
moment.
work.
What's this behind him? Read. Poem. We know such joy in this new land that it feels new to my heart, and on the shore where I do stand, I will take a new artistic start. Thus I shout to the gods above to grant me their gifts, happiness, comfort, women, men, others, horses, things that bring joy, art, painting, epics. Rhyme, other things I think on them, a wooden spoon, dog. Poem goes on for several dozen pages. Clearly the man had a lot of free time on his hands. Sigurd, I have returned.
Eivor, in here.
What will you keep in this room?
My finest weapon. For this room is yours. Here you may lay your head, hang your axe, or be alone with your thoughts. Do you like it?
It suits me well, but I would be just as happy lodging with the raiders on that wharf. I need no special treatment.
This is not special treatment. I want you here in the Longhouse, close at hand. I
We
may
are
be the
his
Jarl
right
of this
hand,
clan,
man.
but you and I lead together, as ever. So get acquainted with your room, and when you're ready, meet me at the stables.
Get acquainted with your room.
A
Oh,
letter
I'm on my
box
table.
for messages and requests.
Get down off the table. Read new letter. Sigurd's letter. However, I hope this room fits your needs. As we grow our reputation in this land and make new friends and allies, it will be important to keep constant communication with them. Vandy will drop any letters you receive into this box. Have a look from time to time. Alright. What is this? This is what little my consult this encampment status. Born from a soot heap left behind by the sons of Ragnar, may look a bit shabby, but with effort we can become a beacon of trade and culture. Capacity for the following services: blacksmith, bureau, stable and aviary, Message via Raven. Trading post and barracks. Once Blackford Smith is up and running, recommend building the Hidden Ones Bureau. We can win alliances and cities. Okay, so I guess I am building the bureau.
A bed better than many I've slept in, and a good place to recover. Not much, but it is mine.
I can go to sleep. Thump. Now all I need is a woman. So, apparently, much like I think a bunch of other RPGs, sleeping recovers health. I'm hoping. Although my health was, I think, pretty well full when I came in. So. Okay. I have no idea where I am in relation to everything. I've yet to figure out how the layout of town. But yes. It's going to completely clean me out for resources, but the Brotherhood has a bureau, a proper bureau now. It's a lovely shade of green. It's quite the nice building. And it's got the little assassino symbol. I don't know where I'm going. Oh. There's a puppy! Oh. Can I pet the puppy? Let me pet the puppy. Stealth attack the enemy. I can't pet the pupper. I want to pet the pupper. It won't let me pet the pupper. I am sad.
Yes, you're ready to ride at a moment's notice.
Count on it, my friend. The path ahead is bright.
With glory at its end.
Can I help you? Oh, for some reason I have a massive headache.
What was that about? Is Basim leaving us already?
Sigurd means to leave as well.
Is that true?
We know the sons of Ragnar have camped in the north. It would do us well to pay them a visit, to strengthen our ties to this land.
Is that where Basim has gone?
Basim's motives are his own. Leave it at that. We have more pressing plans. I'm riding to Leicestershire, to a town called Repton.
That's a
Eivor,
mouthful.
I expect you to join me when you have finished here.
I can come now. I only need a horse.
Not yet. First speak with Randvi. She has more than one task for you here. Apart from growing this settlement, you must seek out alliances as well. We cannot pacify England with so few friends.
Then I must join you, Sigurd, for I am a fitter companion on long roads.
No, Dag. You belong here with the raiders, and you will act as Eivor commands.
Ride in safety, brother. I will follow as soon as I can.
Yes, and I will keep our raiders sharp. Do as Eivor commands. Is he testing me?
He may be. Sigurd is a wise man.
I would sooner take orders from a louse.
Alright, see how it is. But what if my orders are go here, 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 and here, and pillage? Just pillage. Anything that isn't nailed down, you take it. You'd be like, this I do. Like, I know how to appeal to certain men's needs.
This will make a fine space for my work, Eivor. Thank you.
Well, if your work benefits us, I will see that you keep it, for as long as you live among us.
I believe it will, for we have common cause against our enemy. They have dug their claws deep into England. Eradicate them where they are strongest, and the alliances you seek will be far easier to come by. In London, they now operate without restraint.
London.
If you were to eradicate them, the city would be in your debt.
So this is the first time, technically chronologically, it's the first time I'll freed London from Templar control.
There is something else.
But in Syndicate, that's the entire point of the game, is freeing the boroughs of London from Templar.
Will you walk with me?
I will. Lead on.
Better to hate them. Okay, I'll have to come back and read that.
I hear heaviness to your breathing, Hytham. Does your wound still trouble you?
It does, I'm afraid. There is a pain in my chest for which I have no remedy.
Rest easy, then. So long as your mind stays sharp, you will recover.
Of course. Though I am reluctant to displease my mentor.
You would risk your health and your life to please Basin. That I do not understand.
I should not expect you do. When we first arrived, I noted a
broken
shadow
rib or
of
two that's pushing up
suspicion
against
in
his
your
lungs.
eyes. A doubt. A wariness.
Is that a question?
No. Only an observation.
We getting in your dinky little canoe?
Are you well enough to steer this boat?
I am. Have no worry. It is only prolonged stresses that exhaust me. My energy runs low rather quickly.
And what is this gift you wish to give me?
It will not come from me. It is a gift you must give yourself.
More riddles. What fun you are.
Let me say it another way. My gift is not for giving or taking. It is a way of living.
Still no clearer.
It is a thing better demonstrated than described.
And I will wait.
Forgive my jest. This gift we call a leap of faith. It is one of our Brotherhood's most sacred rites. It is not a tool we use against our enemies, but an act we embrace to strengthen our resolve. Like your meditation, it centers our minds, steadies our hands, and purges fear from our hearts. And more practically, it aids our movements, in flight or in stealth.
You call it a leap, and we are climbing a rather steep hill.
There it is again. The shadow of a doubt.
It's a literal leap of faith.
Our destination is there.
I suspect you mean to throw me from this cliff, is that it? Please tell me if I'm near the mark.
And spoil the surprise? To perform the leap of faith, you must give yourself over to something greater.
The gods?
Yourself. Embrace the hope that death will not come before you are prepared to meet it. Believe this, and you will fear nothing.
Our deaths are prefigured, weaved into the fabric of the world. To fear this would be a waste of worry and tears.
Good. Then your mind is already attuned to my lesson.
Again, predetermined fate is a big thing in Norse. There goes like an osprey or something. So yeah, the Norse are actually pretty well attuned to the whole assassin credo. There's a weird glowy rock somewhere down the cliff.
I will leap first. On my word, you must follow. Lean into your faith, into your strength, and take flight.
You want me to jump? From here?
Yes.
I would sooner grow wings and fly away. Thank you for the lesson, but...
Wait! And watch!
Hytham!
Oh! To serve the light.
Hytham! Pig-headed fool! Are you injured?
You see? My faith proved stronger than my fear!
And that loam cushioned your fall.
Eivor, I have not seen this side of you before! Do not feed your fear, conquer it!
I've seen my death in a vision. It was not here. Not today.
Not today. Ploosh. Yeah, there was... Pretty sure I saw some weird glowy rock somewhere up on this cliff face.
Yeah!
A perfect fall! And how did it feel?
You spoke true. It was madness and vigor, a purging of fear. A gift I give myself. I see that now. Thank you for showing me the way.
Of course. And thank you, Eivor, for hearing me out.
You called this leap of faith a sacred rite. Do all Hidden Ones practice this same ritual?
As far as I know, it is a rite of initiation that dates back to just before the birth of the Christian Jesus.
Are you hoping to initiate me?
I might try if I believed you would join, but that is not my purpose in England. Basim and I are hunting larger prey.
The Order of Ancients.
Yes. You remember the medallion you took from Kjotve's body? That is their symbol. They are a plague, one we hope to purge from this world. Like us, they act in secret. But their aim is to rule the world, not free it from unnatural fetters.
The desire to rule is not unique to this order. Sigurd and I want the same. A land to call our own, and the honor that comes with it.
Do not compare yourself to such people. The Order has no honor, no principles, no humanity. Yet they sit on a great many of England's thrones. If you seek to pacify England for the safety of your clan...
Then it may be in my interest to give you aid. I understand.
You desire alliances. We seek to rid England of its deepening rot. Where these hopes meet, our cause does too. You may think this land ruled by harmless jarls and bumbling thanes. Yet look more closely, and you will find a deeper threat. The Order's invisible hand touches all.
Love how, you know, he's giving me this long dialogue, and the second we enter in, it kind of kills the...
Here, to locate and eliminate the Order of Ancients in England, in whatever dark corners they reside. If we work together towards this end, it will benefit us both. You will have greater influence over the kingdoms of England.
And you will have more medallions to count.
Exactly. You should begin in London. I have credible reports that the Order is working now to seize the city.
I will speak with Randbury about this.
And while you are there, be on the lookout for our symbol. Centuries ago, the Hidden Ones had bureaus built around England. There were 6, I believe. If you can find them, search them well for documents bearing the same symbol. It will greatly aid my studies.
I will. Thank you, Hytham, for all of this.
Oh. Oh no. The Order of the Ancients is a secret society of pagans that has infiltrated every level of society to spread their dogmatic worldview. Root them out. Clues must be found across the world. Zealots, hired mercenaries that assist the Order and enforce their decrees. Finding and eliminating them will provide clues to the identity of Order members. Clues can also be earned by forging alliances, exploring England, and assisting those in need. Once all clues for a particular member are found, their identity is revealed and can be tracked down. Order hierarchies. Have a hierarchy system assassinating a Palatinus or Priost will provide intel on their Magister, eventually revealing the Grand Magister of the Order. The Tang, Crozer, the Kel, Compass, Arrow, Leech, Hunta, son of Hunta, assassinate the Baldric. Leofig, assassinate the Scabbard. Defeated. Zealots. Order members. Yeah, so this is literally my tree of death. This is all the people I need to hunt down and murder, ultimately cultivating in this final guy's death. This will be fun. This will be lots of fun, people. Codex. Database. Hidden Ones Bureau. Formed in Egypt in the 1st century BCE. Hidden Ones rapidly expanded their reach and influence with the growth of the Roman Empire. Wherever they went, they built clandestine bureaus from which they conducted their secret work. Fierce Bureau in Britain appeared a few decades after Emperor Claudius established a firm foothold on the island. By the time the Romans Britain in the 5th century BC, there were 6 bureaus in England. Okay. Yeah. Today, my hidden bureau is an office I share with Bex and our washer and dryer. It works alright, but we may be turning it into a baby room if all goes. I'm really I really like. I pretty much ship Sean, Rebecca, so. Because, especially, I think it's like Assassin's Creed 4. They really start to hint at all the relationship that is developing between the two, which I really like. They don't let just anyone wield a long pointy weapon, so this fellow is a professional. Disciplined, careful, keeps his distance. Gauge his reach, start with light strikes, blow through his blocking stance with heavies. The Hidden Ones. Early incarnation of modern Assassin's Brotherhood, clandestine group of self-proclaimed freedom fighters working to free mankind from oppression and cruelty. Formed in 47 BCE. Following the turmoil of the Ptolemaic Civil War, Hidden Ones came together from the following founding members: Bayek and Ea, bore the first-hand witness to the cruelty and capricious abuse of power of the Order of Ancients. To combat this vast and shadowy network of autocratic and Isu supremacists, Hidden Ones obscure their identity and work from the shadows to unmask, undermine, and remove the Order at every turn. With the inception and rapid growth of the Roman Empire under Caesar Augustus, so too did the Hidden Ones Brotherhood expand. By the end of the 1st century CE, Hidden Ones had established bureaus as far west as the British Isles and as far east as modern-day India. Collapse of the Roman Empire in the 5th century, Hidden Ones retreated from its outlying territories, eventually establishing its strongest foothold in the kingdoms and caliphates of eastern Mediterranean. Masayaf. Okay, so that's the order. You, I guess, would be my next target. Warden of War. Kind of looks like Arya Stark. Saxon camp at Ubech, across the river town of Grantebridge. Pelotons leave at the Scabbard. The Scabbard facilitates Order's clandestine military activities, procures weapons, issues exceptional orders, orphaned by plague. Okay. What are my other quests? To serve the light. Okay. Alliance map, new home. Okay, so this is kind of just a background one. To serve the light, like, hey, just so you know, you're supposed to be helping these guys. It's kind of just keep in the back of your mind thing. Got some more skills I can dump. What are you? Stealth damage, assassination damage. Yes. Ooh, what have we here? Ability damage, heavy damage, a sprint attack. Okay, let's go talk to Ranvi. Also, oh, serve the light. I guess it wasn't a world one. Okay, letter to Hytham. You do yourself a great credit in accepting Master Bossam's invitation to scour northern Europe and cleanse it of our enemy. He has long talked of traveling north for just such a purpose. That he feels now is the right time, you are the right companion, is a judgment the Council does not second guess. Bassam has achieved great things in his time with our Brotherhood. We expect he will achieve many more in years to come. Heed his actions, follow his instructions, you shall ascend to greatness. Work in the dark of oppression, serve the light of freedom, and be well. Mentor Rayhan? Again, if it's not an English name, I don't know how to pronounce it. Breaking the order. Oh yeah, they got those gaudy bones off the door. I must have a new letter in my mailbox.
Ah, there you are.
You wanted to see me?
As Sigurd has so ordered, it falls to us to expand our presence in England.
He wants to forge alliances, ironclad, with every Norse, Dane, and Saxon here.
Right. We are the outsiders here. Making friends will help.
Where do we start?
My scouts come and go daily with interesting news and tidings, and I'm beginning to get my bearings in this fractured land. As I learn more, I can give you insight into each territory before you commit to a journey there.
Of course.
That's good to know.
Once you have gained an ally in a territory, return
intel
home
is a
and
good
speak
thing to
to
have.
me. We'll decide your next move then.
I understand. So, where do we start?
You have two options just now. Join Sigurd in Leicestershire to the north and meet with the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, or head south to Grantebridgeshire to meet an army of Danes led by one Guthrum Jarl and his second, Soma. And what's more, our young friend Hytham has been conferring with contacts of his own in the cities. I added his information to the map if you would like to know what he has discovered.
Show me the map.
I want to see the Alliance map.
The map. The map. Alliance map. If you want your settlement to thrive, clan must forge alliances. Pledge to a territory to confirm your interest in an alliance. As pledges are completed and allies are made, other territories will be made available. Okay, so 20, death. Let's consult
Tell
on
me
this
more
one.
about Leicestershire. I should like to join Sigurd soon.
He traveled to a town called Repton to meet Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson. As I hear it, they are on the verge of exiling the current king of Mercia, with the hope of installing a king of their own.
A bold endeavor. I should be there to help, however I can.
I think you should.
Why you gotta go and poke holes in the nice map? You know how much work it is to make one of those back in the day?
I will send word to Sigurd and the Ragnarssons, pledging your assistance. If I were you, I would go by ship. Repton is quite a distance north on the River Trent.
Animus score. You receive 300 credits. Good. I like that. Because there's actually some cosmetic shit I'd like for my longsword. Not my longsword. My long ship. That you have to spend helix credits to get. And I'd have to have some. What is my new letter? Read Norvids. Let's read that one. Gods favor us in a cave near Northwick. I glimpsed a legend. Bjorn the Berserker, great white bear, walks at his side while Mercian soldiers dog his step.
Beyond
Okay.
Bloodtooth. Berserkers make fierce foes, but powerful allies. His strength would bolster our settlement. I should seek him out.
I'm wondering if these are the add-ons I've gained access to. Let's check this one. Gods curse us. Saxon abyss named Wolf Hilda has appeared in a small village on the western skirts of East Anglia, spreading tales of a fearsome monster. While I have yet to see the beast, she claims it wanders the countryside, slaughtering livestock. The Abyss wishes to end the threat, but she lacks the skills to battle the true Draugr of the underworld. Chance to gain glory for our clan.
I should meet this Abbess, Wolfhilda.
It's all very cool. Let's consult this. Okay, so I don't have... There's nothing new from that. Okay. Get stuck on crap. Okay. Pull up this again. I actually have new skills that I can once again. Way of the Bear, heavy resistance, critical. Tempted to get these. At the same time, heavy damage, +3 range attacks. Let's get that one. It's also a Way of the Bear. Dual swap. Just switch hands. Okay. Increase my stun. What are you? Poison. I don't really use poison abilities. So what are you? Plus range damage. Plus ability damage. Plus ability damage. Sprint attack, light damage. Let's go with this one. Yeah, so I mean, if it ultimately gets to a point where what I'm doing doesn't work, like the way I have my skill trees set up doesn't help. Where are you? That's stealth recon. Okay. I can just reset all of this and rebuild my character to be more conducive to my fight style. Right now I'm just kind of winging it. Let's go meet with Sigurd. So he is way the fuck up here. And so the best way to get there would be via Boat. There's a thing here. I want to go check that out real quick. Dialogue option.
Eivor,
Stable
my
boy.
stable is a bit spared just now, but if you can build me something better, I promise you the finest of beasts.
A bustling.
This. And I can't get in there, as is per freaking usual. Fast travel to my boat because I'm lazy shit. Another video that's going on for 2-some hours. Like, again, time just magically disappeared. It's 1:30 right now as I'm recording this, and it's dark and dreary and miserable as fuck outside. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Sigurd, and then I think that will be where we end this video. Get up to Repton.
Let's get out of here.
Alright, follow river.
Let's row in these waters.
Go to the quest objective.
Sing us a song.
Auto track. And bring me my cinematic camera.
Let the sail out.
Oh, I love how the lighting cuts across. I think they incorporated like ray tracing and some of that other newer, like, updated graphics engines that they have out right now. So it doesn't overly look like it occasionally with like the character models and some of that stuff. I have seen some of the new graphics for games like Spider-Man the Miles Morales DLC. That just came out. Oh, I stopped tracking her, then I hit a peasant. That just came out, and that looks phenomenal. But again, a lot of that is also done directly off of mocap. So it's actual people that they went with and did all of that. Is that a Roman? Yeah, old Roman ruins. Stop the boat. So I want to go explore. I got distracted. Be honest. What the hell are you? couple of shitheads up here.
This place is heavily guarded.
You won't climb up. There. You finally. Like, why are you stuck here? You won't climb any further than this. Probably because the way it's designed, it won't let me. But we have ladder. I have no idea who you people are, but you're both about to die. I meant to assassinate, but I guess not. Oh! Ow! Ow. Okay. Flying Eivor. Get thrown 30 meters by a friggin' house Carl. Why is there a man with a Crusader helmet sitting over there? Redwalda. Zealot identified. Awesome.
Wait.
Nope.
You
die. I die. I don't fly, I die. Okay. So, guess we won't be doing that. I make horrible decisions in video games. Yeah, I'm still way too, I should be here, and I'm down here. I'm off screen. God, where my skill level should be for kill people. Okay. Don't know what you are. Yeah. No idea what that is. So this is a thing. This is a thing I want. I don't know what these things are. Going to this. Gonna do a little bit of exploring before we go on. The scabbard. Is that who that is? The baldric.
Must be blocked from the other side.
Am I in a... like Templar stronghold? Order of the Ancients stronghold? Oh. And Big Dick McGee here is probably gonna kill me. Sir. Oh! How do you... I'm just a Viking! Why do you need to kill me? Oh, this place is just lit up red. I should not have gotten out of my boat. can't get through there. I'm trying to find a way to, like, all the glowy magic stuff. And I can't. I seriously just can't. Nope. I literally don't know what I'm doing. So... Okay. I want an eagle point. It's gotta be above me somewhere. There, I was able to climb that one. There we go. Come on, big boy. Uh-huh. There we go. So I've magically stumbled across a Order of the Ancient, like, stronghold in one of their forgotten Roman temples. I have made mistakes. I am not powerful enough to fight these guys. There's a book. However, I doubt it's just sitting out, and I will need to... Yeah, scroll. Book, magic entrance. There's a hay basket. Eagle dive. Okay, I just magically picked up gear. Okay, so... down the creepy hole. Silver, a lot of rats. What I'm hoping to avoid running into is enemies. There's what I want. Come on, down. Into the sketchy pond water. There's, like, nowhere to go. Ah. Now there's somewhere to go, you're just stupid. Ah, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Book of Knowledge. Harpoon impalement. Nice. Okay. Now we can get out of here. Take that. What are you? Legend. Okay, so... Roman artifact, that's what that is. Roman artifact. Abilities. Sell it. Gear. That's what that is. What's this? Treasure hoard map. Well, I don't care for a treasure hoard. markers. Okay. Yeah, now I just need to get to there. I'll probably end up spending a lot of time off screen just clearing shit. I need to get back to my boat. I really do. Though it does kind of like upset me that I can't get to this one little piece of gear. Go to quest marker.
Strike up a tune.
Down safe! To your oars!
Drop the mast!
Hearken well in Hall of Kings.
Oh no.
On ocean speed,
My recorder. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're back. Christ, for a second there I was afraid my recording was completely going to drop and be broken. Okay, you didn't miss anything. I just we kind of went under a little bridge and it was really cool because again it shows the modularity of Viking longships. They reduced the sail and they were actually able to drop the mast itself. So it went from sailing boat to little rowboat, which is cool. It's how they were able to navigate the English channels. Onward we go. Yeah, here's a... Again, hopefully my recording doesn't tank out. Yeah, drop mast.
On ocean steed, my words gain wings. Odin's mead I fought noble deeds thine honor.
Great, but that's not what I'm here for.
Save it for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and collect as many of the viewpoints I can along the way. So this may become a little like break repetitive. It's a climb a very steep cliff. Oh no. This is suddenly a restricted area. Why, oh why is this a restricted area? All I want is an eagle point. It's a fort. That would explain why. Well, lucky for these boys, I'm not here to kill them. I just literally want to do this. It's quite the fort they have, but damn! Oh, look at the moon. Ow. There's fall damage, people. Yeah, this is what I saw earlier on that cliff. Obsidian. Iron ore.
Eivor! Eivor!
Need to row our way out. Sail out! Sigurd!
Fast travel point has been added. Good. I really like the English countryside is so quaint. I think it's raining because there's little droplets appearing on my screen.
Hush now.
I could raid, but we're not going to right now. It's like, don't you people worry, we're just passing by.
Show me.
Or... dear people. Okay. Oh good, we're getting much closer now. Now there's snow. It's Nottinghamshire? Hampshire? You English buggers have some really weird names for your little towns. Stop moving. It's not what I wanted. Bad. I need to get there.
Repton. Sigurd should be here with the Ragnarsons.
And
Dock the
dock.
ship here. Hold on.
Uh-huh. What? I don't think I can climb this. I want to get to the top of that church, though. Okay, so Clearly things are not what they should be here in Repton. 'Cause that was one of the Ragnar sons. There we go, come on. I wanna go play in the snow, Mummy. I wanna go play in the snow. Okay. There's my hay basket. Must be inside the church. Yep. Oh, we're torturing the man. Okay.
Who stands before Eivor Ragnarsson? Are you Sigurd's Drenger? Igor!
Eivor. If you keep that up, we'll stay in the floors.
The place could use some color.
These people have fallen far
Who are
with
they?
their Ragnar sons.
All spies. Dressed to look the part of a peasant. Got feisty. Pitchfork. From this rabid little one. Was a time when you met and slew your enemy on the field before they could dream of things like sending spies!
Now we shake hands and make deals.
Not my thing.
I figured.
I love them whipped, weeping, and reeking of piss. Hey! Good boy. You're free, Saxon piggy, to run amok through the Mercian fields.
Ow! I did not approve of any of this.
Follow me. I'll give you the tour.
I don't like this.
What do you
at
call
all.
this place?
I call it the shithole. To the Mercians, it is Repton. Their most revered kings are buried below the church. Imagine their weeping when we drove them out.
You plunged your knife deep into the heart of this kingdom.
That is right. We've got a number of Saxon nobles lined up with their lips puckered, ready to kiss our asses. The only holdout is King Burgred and his war thane, Leofric. But my brother is brewing a plan to deal with them.
I take it that's where we'll find my brother.
Right. Talkers they are, Uba and Sigurd. Might want to dig the wax from your ear.
Nope.
Survey the area.
Sorry. Still trying to figure out button commands.
Don't play me for a fool, Abba. I know Bergred sent a Vergeld your way.
Enough of you.
A Wettergeld? It's a Wergeld.
I'm not going anywhere, Backrot. You have the king on his heels because of me. Because of my men.
For which you were paid. But that price does not change because you have caught a whiff of our Hacksilver hoard.
You forget I am a sellsword. I ask what I please, and I take what I'm owed.
If I wanted to hear you talk shit, I'd gouge out your tongue and shove it up your ass.
Now fuck off.
Haggling over silver is a bad look for the son of Ragnar Lothbrok. But worry not, Uba. I have the warriors you need.
If this is one of them, my worries have vanished.
Eivor, Wolf-Kissed, you have come at just the right time. Uba and Eivor here are hunting a king.
And when we've caught him, we mean to crown another. Our dear Thane Ceolwulf here.
It's not a role I begged for, but it's what Mercia needs just now. A man to fairly rule both Saxons and Danes.
It sounds like you'll be a king in name only. A puppet.
I am doing my part. I hope you have come to do yours. We're going to need all the help we can get.
I am a sword. Do you wield it as my master sees fit?
Peace. Ceolwulf means to change that. There'll be a new king for a new England.
For now, Burgred is holed up in his fortress at Tamworth, making a final stand.
Another shithole. Only further south.
We've held a siege there for weeks to no effect. So, no more knocking. Now we batter the gate to splinters. If we take Tamworth, remove Burgred and crown Ceolwulf, come morning the Shire is ours. And Mercia soon after.
Yes, remove. I cannot stress that enough. Burgred is not to be harmed. My legitimacy as king hangs on this one simple fact.
You rob all the joy from war, Saxon.
Not every victory needs to be marked by the slaughter of a king.
But it is much better.
His request is fair, Eivor, and we will honor it.
Okay, well.
Ceolwulf is right to be cautious. If he shows mercy to Burgred, the people will have reason to trust him.
My thinking exactly. And the quicker we act, the more lives we spare. On both sides.
This is a good plan, brother. I'm ready for the coming fight.
Agreed. Yet remember this. Whatever you stand to gain here, so do we. An alliance between my clan and Mercia's crown.
See this man installed on his throne and you will have it. I swear.
The bold sons of Ragnar bellow to sound the spear din and the thunder of shields. So let fall the arrow storm. The battle begins.
Ah! You never said this one was a poet.
I need to piss.
We have a forward camp just north of Tamworth.
I don't like Eivor. I really
You go
don't.
with us.
Uba kind of a little more on
Take in the sights of Repton if you like.
I like
We'll
him.
be at the docks when you are ready
Eivor,
to go.
nah.
I'm glad
I
you
kind
and
of
your
hope I
brother
get
have
to kill
come,
Eivor.
if only to bring some measure of calm.
Ease yourself, Ceolwulf. We all stand to benefit, and you'll be remembered for this, for years to come.
For all the wrong reasons, I fear.
The Kingmaker Saga. Okay.
Quite a lot to see here.
Alright. So this will be where we end today's episode. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all as we continue our saga through England.